I went to a show today with a budget. I did pick up a nice sized pile of books, but I was really looking for deals. Let's see what I picked up, plus what came in the mail this week on another video from Bronzeville Comics. Hey guys, this is Jim from Bronzeville Comics, and I went to a show today, and I was really trying to control myself because I've been spending money on comics, more so than I've been able to sell comics. So I kind of I was really targeting the dollar bins. And then I did pick up a couple of personal collection books that were a little higher priced, but were in the kind of condition, good enough condition for Silver Age books to pick up. So we'll take a look at those later on. And then we got some stuff in the mail, including the Comic Tom Mystery Mail Call. So the first book I picked up, there was an older gentleman there who had a bunch of dollar books. So I got this. This is the first full appearance, the first cover appearance, I think, of a Spider-Woman, Charlotte Whittier. She is the granddaughter of Madam Web. So with any Spider characters, the possibilities based on the Into the Spider-Verse films are kind of almost limitless. So that I had seen, I think it was the issue before this, which is the first appearance, not the first cover appearance. It gone for like $150 on eBay, like one crazy sale. Then I picked up these were dollar comics. Grendel from Comico in the 80s, numbers 4, 5, and 6. Obviously, Comico Primer and Grendel #1 are the books that have exploded. But if there's going to be a Netflix series, there are going to be supporting characters, some potential there. Then Star Slayer #1. #2 is the first Rocketeer. #10 is the first Grimjack. But this does have a one-page promo for Rocketeer in it, and it is Star Slayer #1. Speaking of Rocketeer, this was actually $5 from the same vendor. Pacific Presents #2, which is the continuation of a Rocketeer story, and it also has a backup story of The Missing Man by Steve Ditko, which started in issue #1 of Pacific Presents, right? Pacific Presents, yes. Then I kind of have been picking up, to be true to the series of videos I've been doing on DC books from the 1990s, I've been picking up some of those keys. Batman Shadow of the Bat #1, first appearance of Victor Zsasz. Batman 437, first Tim Drake in the Robin costume, and it's a newsstand edition, not a highest of grade. Then one book that I spotlighted last week in my 1995 video, which had a single CGC sale on a 9.8 of $400. This isn't a 9.8, and even if it were, I think $400 is a crazy price for that book because it's kind of an outlier. But this cost me, what was it, $3? $3. Batman Forever. It's a square bound. This one's a little beat up, and I do have a copy already, but I figured if somebody's willing to pay $400 for a CGC 9.8 of this, maybe it's worth the $3 of picking up. Then, and these were all dollar books, all from that same vendor. I picked up a whole run of Sandman. Now, this doesn't have any of the key issues, and the earliest issue here is number 51. But as I've been spotlighting in these 1990s videos, these still go for a premium in a 9.8. And with the Netflix series coming, I have to believe there's going to be interest. And I've said all along, these are books that if you see them in a dollar bin, pick them up. I saw them in a dollar bin, and I picked them up. So this kind of goes close to the end of the series, but not quite. This was, I think, a top 10 book from 95, issue 70. I think this is 71. Yep. And 72 and 73. Yep, 72, 73. So the Sandman books. That was what I got from that vendor. And he also threw in this Bloom County book. He said, take one for free. He was a nice older gentleman. Liked to talk. So we were having a conversation as I was digging through the boxes. Then I went around to a couple other vendors. Each of these next 3 books I got for $2. This is #2 of Captain Britain and MI-13. It's not 1, it's not. I think 4 and 5 are the other key issues involving Blade. and the Black Knight, but I figured for $2, let me grab one of those. And then the next two are run finishers. I had picked up at a garage sale every issue of Battlestar Galactica from the 1970s that Marvel produced based on a TV show. There was a TV show in the 70s. There was a reboot, about 20 years ago with Edward James Olmos. The original starred, I think, Lauren Green and Richard Hatch. Was it Richard Hatch? Type down in the comments if you're old enough to remember and know and correct me, but I think it was. Oh, and also, that guy from the A-Team, Dirk Bogarde? Is that? I forget. I watched it infrequently. But this completes the run, so that's kind of nice. And then finally, I was able to complete my Marvel Fanfare run with number 25. At King Con, I picked up 26 because I couldn't read. Those books were each $2. And then there's only one other vendor that I bought from. And he was very well organized. He was more into he was talking a lot with another guy. They were talking a lot about original art. And he was really into original art. And he was also a teacher, so we were talking shop there. But this was one of the books that I highlighted, and this is a minty copy of Tank Girl, The Odyssey #1 with that Brian Boland cover. So I'm going to take a closer look at this, see if it might be worth doing a 9.8 pre-screen. I don't think I want it graded in lower than that. And then he had two books that will help me in my 1972 collection. Unexpected numbers was this 138 and 142, some 20-cent issues from 1972. And then these are the two biggest books. And I spent, I think it was $100, maybe a few dollars more than that, maybe like $110 with admission. And these are the two big books. I got, this is Aquaman, and I think this is 31. It's that dark purple cover with a black number in it. So that helps me towards my Aquaman run. This is, I was looking through, he had a number of back issues, and I was looking for books that looked nicer. And this guy, organized, he had grades on the back with prices on the back. This is a fine plus. And then this was a nice copy of Justice League of America 35. He had that as a fine, and also a fine plus. So those are two, a little bit of staining on the bottom, but a nice looking copy for an early Justice League. So that was the show today. Let's take a look at mail. I got the Comic Tom mystery mail call. And my buddy Joe from 360 Comics, I think that maybe there's some sort of pattern. Maybe our boxes were near each other or something. Because I think there was some similar stuff. So there was this Spider-Gwenom art print. The art print's over here. This, I'm not sure what this is. Is this Turok Dinosaur Hunter? I'm not sure about that. And then this cool Boba Fett. Is that Boba Fett or the Mandalorian? It's hard to tell. It's silver, I guess it's Mandalorian. Art print. And then Joe from 360 Comics said he had gotten an issue of Daring New Adventures Supergirl, and so did I. I have the entire series, so this is kind of an extra book. And then I got the kids' book, Soulstream. Take a look at that with the kids. Infinity War, Iron Hammer #2. And then the two that are exclusives this month, Venom #1. And then I got the House of Slaughter #1, the Virgin variant. So that was pretty cool. So that was the mystery mail call. And then I got 3 eBay books arrived this week. Another copy of Animaniacs Christmas Special. I now have 3 copies of this. This is got a little ding in the corner. I might do this as a 9.6 pre-screen. I'm going to look through that. And then this book, I think I now have 15 copies of. Infinite Crisis #5, the first full appearance of Jaime Reyes as the Blue Beetle with him on the cover. That's a great Jim Lee cover. And if the word on the street that we hear is true, that this character is coming to an HBO Max series, this is a great book to have. And then I kind of got a little bit of FOMO, but I think that this is a high quality book. X-Men Adventures #1 with the Disney Plus Day announcement that the animated series will be continuing. That's a pretty cool pickup to have. And that this book goes for, I don't know, $200, $300, maybe even $400 in a 9.8. So that's a book that I was kind of speculating on there. So that's it for the pickups for this weekend. Let me know what you thought. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Please, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We're still in the 800 plus subscriber range. I'm going to start to figure out what I'm doing for my 1,000 subscriber giveaway. Hope to get to that maybe by the end of the year. That would be awesome, but that's about it for today. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the pickups. And until next time, enjoy your comics.